Just north of Bloomington in the Morgan Monroe State Forest is a cemetery called Stepp. It lies deep in the forestry, housing some of Indiana's oldest tombstones. Over the years, this cemetery has accomplished to be one of the most haunted sites in America. Activity of the paranormal has been reported here quite frequently.
The very earliest stone back there was put in by the family that lived in this area called Stepp. Why it was put in this forestry, I do not know, but the earliest stone that I can find back there was 1764.
Stepp Cemetery continues to brew a number of myths and legends from its eerie history. Yet after nearly 2 centuries, one story remains the most popular among the people.
The story is that when you do come up there and you do walk over to Lester's grave, that you are to offer a coin offering, any type of offering, whether it be, I came up here a few days ago and I mean, the top of it was just covered in coins. And anytime that I go up there, whether I throw a dime, a nickel, or a quarter down, I place it, I don't necessarily place it face up, but I offer the coin, and that's supposed to grant you an easy feeling of not being bothered.
A woman loses her child. The child's about 3 years old, and the child was buried in the Stepp Cemetery, and of course she was a grieving mother, and she would come here every night around midnight or so and sit by the child's grave, and supposedly people have seen her walking through the woods coming back and forth to the cemetery.
Although the tale remains the same, people are skeptical as to where or if this stump actually exists.
The original stump is rotted and gone now, and grass is growing everywhere now. I couldn't point exactly to the spot, but it was right around where the stone is, right in front of the cemetery.
Tony went on to tell us that he believes the stump we currently see is in fact the original.
Orbs are one of the biggest controversies in the paranormal world, and there are 2 camps. There's one that says it's all dust, and there's the other camp. It's the other extreme, that they're all spirits.
A few days ago, a friend of mine sent a picture to me, and he caught a phantom fog on the stump. And I sent it to TAPS actually to have it analyzed, and I'm just waiting on a reply for that. There's a lot of orbs up there that come around that are in pictures. A lot of people say it's dust, but when you're on a cold, cool night and the wet ground's damp, there's no dust around. So.
I think kids. I think it might be high school kids that come out here and want to maybe scare themselves by seeing what they can conjure up. But the big thing I have a problem with is, it's just not the thing to do to be respectful. You're not respecting. This is holy ground here, and to come in here and just make it a playground. Myself personally, I think we ought to treat it as someone's home. If you come here, you've got to be respectful.
The vandalism up here, is just totally ruined things. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, there wasn't that much vandalism that was up here, and this was, you could actually see the stones, the ages, the dates of death on them and stuff, and I think it's good that the forestry is coming up here periodically throughout the night and getting everybody out at 11 o'clock. I still think that there needs to be more input and more help for the forestry officials to patrol this, because this is one of the oldest cemeteries in Bloomington.